And so he said to him, come to my house for dinner. It was a Thursday. Sheikh said, no. He said, no, you must. He said, no. He said, you must. He didn't let him go. And when they hugged each other, Sheikh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah saw the tears rolling down his eyes for the love he had for Sheikh Ubayd ibn Abdullah al-Jabri, hafidhahullah. Na'am, hafidhahullah. A person of sunnah loves a person of sunnah, even if the person of sunnah makes a mistake. Even if he makes a mistake, he's a human, but his honor is kept and the mistake is rejected. We don't have to ta'assub to any man, to any alim. The mistake is rejected, but his honor is kept. If you don't know this is the manhaj of Salaf al-Salih and the manhaj of the ulama, then you don't know the manhaj of the Salaf. Then you don't know the manhaj of Sahaba. Then your wala and bara is in need of an overhaul. Because Ahl Sunnah, they have wala and bara. They love for Allah's sake and they hate for Allah's sake. They give for Allah's sake and they withhold for Allah's sake. And so they reject any mistake that comes from any alim, because mistakes we don't follow, we follow that which Allah has revealed. اتبعوا ما أنزل إليكم من ربكم ولا تتبعوا من دونه أولياء. But the honor of the alim is kept, because alim and he's from Ahl Sunnah. And as Ibn Asakir said, if it is haram to backbite, it's haram to backbite, but to backbite the alim is worse, because you eat his flesh, and his flesh, the flesh of the scholars is poison, meaning that you get not only the flesh that you eat, but also you poison yourself, because it's harmful for you that you speak against the ulama filthily, dishonor them, and you take them out of Salafiyya, call them whatever you call them. This shows weakness in methodology. Now, Sheikh took him to the house. Sheikh Ubayd is blind, he can't see. Took him to his house and he would feed him. One of the qualities of Sheikh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah as well, how he used his time well, he would serve his guests before he would eat. Imagine now a man in his 90s and he's not sitting down and he's putting food on your plate and he's saying eat. He's bringing everyone now sitting down except him. He's the last one to sit down and the last one to put food on his plate and the last one to put water in his cup. SubhanAllah. And sometimes he wouldn't even eat. So he should eat. And it's tasty food. He said, eat. He says, no, I'm waiting. I will eat with my wife when you go. SubhanAllah. Again, another quality. He would love his family so much. Take care of them. That he was prepared to wait after fasting a whole day. He was prepared to wait before he eats until his guests, all of them go, and then he will eat with his wife. SubhanAllah. Allahu Akbar. This great alim Allah, he was a worship of Allah, and he was my best companion in this life. From those of the ulama that I've met. Of course, there are others, but him we got to know more, and he was very kind and gentle, the great alim, and we love all of the other mashayikh, but the Shaykh, subhanallah, he opened everything, his house. Every Wednesdays in Jeddah, he used to open his house for his family, to come over, and he would always invite us to eat as well with our family every week, every Wednesday. And he would teach in his masjid al-Sunnah al-Muhammadiyya. He would teach Saturdays and Sundays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. He wouldn't teach Monday because he's fasting. He would teach these days, and then he would go to another masjid in the evening, on Saturday evening, teaching Muqtasar Sahih Muslim, and during the week he will be doing Umdatul Ahkam, and he will be doing in Fajr, he will be doing Tafsir ibn Kathir, Durus after Durus. And really, I have not met anyone. Of course, we've met great ulama, but to get to know them, we haven't got to know them like we got to know Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah. So we haven't met anyone that we have known, that we have seen from his life, from his ibadah, from his love of the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for his kindness, for his character, for his good nature, and for his firmness in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his firmness in the manhaj. In his masjid, you wouldn't see a poster except Salafi poster. of Salafi Mashayikh if they're coming past to Jeddah or Mecca. You wouldn't see anything of innovators on there. In his masjid, he wouldn't even have even a mihrab. You know mihrab? When they open up the wall, they make it to a circle, semicircle, and they put the sajada there. He goes, where is this from the Sunnah? People have added it later on. Some of the scholars as well, they say this is not from the Sunnah. He didn't have that, he just had a straight wall. Like you see now, bare wall, just a straight wall, from top to bottom. He wouldn't even have a mihrab. He wouldn't even have a minaret in his masjid. He said, where is the proof to say that it is Sunnah? And he said the story about some people in Egypt, they were killed by a minaret that fell on them. So he said, I don't want to be responsible for that. And when the people, they said, why don't you have then a minaret so that you can do the adhan and the people hear? He said, all I have to do is put a speaker at the top, yeah, and that will be sufficient. People will hear the salah and they come to the salah through that. Why do I need to put a minaret that costs millions only for the people to say, oh mashallah, it looks so nice? No, what's important is that the aqeedah, the manhaj, the belief and the methodology is correct. It's not good having a beautiful looking mosque and the people upon bid'ah. The Imam himself is doing bid'ah. The Imam himself knows the truth, he doesn't want to change. Because the salary is coming, regular income is coming, so he doesn't want to speak the truth. And wallahi, we've seen this. Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah even used to pay for the Imam himself out of his own pocket. Because if he was to give his masjid to the government, you don't know who will come to do the khutbah. Could be good, could be bad, you don't know. Could be sunnah, could be someone, who's just on a salary just to get by, and not on the sunnah, but rather upon confusion. So, because of that fear, he used to have one mu'addin and one imam. And they used to make sure that they are upon sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There was that time during the fitna of Abu al-Hasan al-Ma'rabi, Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah was very angry with Abu al-Hasan al-Ma'rabi when he went astray and when he spoke against Sahaba, and then he took it back. Then he actually said, oh, they don't know what cursing the companions is, and then he took it, then he went back to what he's upon. Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah, one guy came in order to teach in the masjid. Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah, when he found out that he was with Abu al-Hasan, he said, don't worry, it was a Wednesday. He said, when Saturday comes, I will tell him nicely to go. I will tell him nicely to go, that we have enough people in the masjid to teach, or those who are upon the correct methodology. So look, subhanAllah, he was firm upon the truth. And not only that, he advised Abu al-Hasan himself, one-to-one, he advised. But look at now how people play games. They are prepared to brush innovation under the carpet in the name of brotherhood. They go and give lectures on brotherhood in masajid of the Hizbiyin. What brotherhood, ya akhi? Brotherhood is with Ahl Sunnah, not with the Hizbiyin, not with the partisan groups. Brotherhood is with those who are with you upon Quran and Sunnah ala fahm al-Salaf. This is true brotherhood. We know even the story when Abdurrahman ibn Khalid, the one who said that these other groups, they are all Ahl Sunnah. Whether they are Jama'at Tabligh, Ikhwan al-Muslimin, he said they're all Ahl Sunnah. Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna rahimahullah, he said, you're not allowed in my house. He knocked, he's downstairs now. And he's knocking in his house. He said, you first make tawbah to Allah, then I'll let you in. Then I'll let you in. And other than him, from those he advised. He advised also Shaykh Safwat Nuruddin rahimahullah in the Haram, the day before he died rahimahullah. He advised him, don't defend Sayyid Qutb, because Sayyid Qutb speaks against Muawiyah radiallahu anhu. And he speaks against Amr ibn As radiallahu anhu. And he speaks against Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, calling him a man of fiery nature. How can you describe Musa as it like that? It's disgusting to speak about the Anbiya like that. And he negates the Arsh. Nah. So how can you speak well of this man? And he advised Safwat Nuruddin rahimahullah. The day after that he passed away in Makkah. In Makkah, after Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna advised him. And Allah knows if he took it back or not. Allahu a'lam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us. No. So Shaykh Muhammad al-Banna was a real example, mashallah, tabarakallah, that we saw. May Allah have mercy on him and forgive him and raise him many levels. And he used to say, just before he passed away, we'd see him cry, tears coming down his eyes. and he would say, I don't know where I'm going to go, Jannah or Nar, paradise or hellfire. So that's a man who all his life, da'wah to Allah, on Tawheed and Sunnah, he still faith for himself. How about us? Time is important and precious. Wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ala khayri khalqillah Muhammad wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah bil alamin.